What's up folks, it's 2bricks and I am here in front of my Lego wall inside of my Lego room because I hit 20,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel, and for that I am so grateful. And so I was kind of asking some folks what they would like to see as a sort of a celebration of 20K, different kind of a video than what I normally would do, and a room tour seemed to be a popular idea. So today I'm going to give you guys a look at the entirety of my Lego room, starting from the stairs that lead up into the room, going around the whole thing, and then showing you guys all of my Lego sorting and the way that all of my bricks are laid out and configured in all of my various drawers, and the thought process behind how I'm reorganizing them for 2024, because I'm doing my whole system is getting thrown out and redone, so that's going to be interesting. So yeah, I'm going to give you guys the full look I'm going to go out and come in from as if we're doing a Cribs episode from the base of the stairs there, and you can kind of see the entire room in all of its glory. I guess it's not a huge space, but there's a lot in it. So hopefully you guys get a kick out of seeing this. This is the first time I'm showing the whole room, although I think you guys have pretty much seen all of it by now in pieces in different videos and things, because I really don't have that much space to shoot. So yeah, hopefully you guys get a kick out of seeing it all in one shot. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump in and start the tour. All right, so we begin our tour here on the stairs. Here is the first Lego related item, that is little Grogu, just letting you know that you're entering a Lego world now. We continue up the stairs, and we're now in the top of my house. So I'll stop here on this little landing, give you a look at the first thing here. So just a display where I'm literally just storing some of my own mock cars and some other famous movie cars made by Lego, some by me. And I keep these blinds closed 24/7 to keep the sun out and make sure that my Lego collection stays as fresh as it can. And then over here on the wall we have a classic Clone Wars poster from I think 2013, just to set the mood. So here we are at the top of the stairs. I put all of this wire down here to make sure that Parker, my dog, is safe when he comes up the stairs. And then the first thing you see over here is my minifigure, my mock display that is new. This used to just be storage area for crates. So yeah, I've gone ahead and cleared away this space and made use of it to put some of my favorite mocks. I have some unbuilt sets here that I dove into because I needed pieces from them, but the actual sets themselves are waiting to be assembled at some point. I also have unsorted Lego under this table. And then of course here we have our X-Wing TIE Fighter Death Star trench diorama poster there. And then we have the minifigure wall over here. You guys are probably quite familiar with that by now. I've been showing it a lot recently. And then up here we have some more classic posters. So this is from the very first wave of Lego Star Wars. I just wanted to put it up there from 1999. Some advertisement. Obviously Jabba's Palace there, I think that is circa 2010. Force Awakens Lego poster there, and also the Force Awakens theatrical release poster, that like etching style that they did for AMC theaters, which I liked a lot. And then you can see here the minifig collection, still looking fairly incomplete, although I did add pretty much everybody here into 1999, so expect a video for that coming very soon. Then when we proceed down here, you can see the tiny door that everyone asked about is open. On the inside here we have another poster. Here we have Luke and Vader, obviously very Empire Strikes Backy. And then this is the loft area, which has inconveniently low ceilings and beams that go across it. So this is actually something that I'm just using as a storage area right now. So I have literally my bins of black bricks, light bluish gray tile or plates and tiles, and then light bluish gray bricks. And every time that I peel a sticker off, it's my tradition, off of a brick, it's my tradition to stick that sticker onto the box that it is being stored in. So that's what all that is. And then yeah, literally just back here, this is just storage for some old furniture. You can see my green screens and things are back there, an old computer, chairs and tables and things. And my hope is to eventually get this converted into a usable space that I can shoot in, and actually to set up a bunch of tables in here and do like a Micropolis or something to that effect in this space. But that is a future project, TBD. I have to still get like carpet on the floors and put drywall in here. It's like a very utilitarian attic space right now. So that's that. Then moving over here, we have the micro fleet. You can see here it spans all the way down here, And then underneath of the microfleet, we have all of my storage bins. I'm going to go through and show you what's in all of these in just a little bit so you can get a sense of how I sort my Lego. But for now, we're just doing the overview. So here is, all of the microfleet going in order from all the way back in the Old Republic to the sequel trilogy era down at the other end. We have Parker's dog bed for when he's up here with me, because Parker loves to hang out with me when I'm building. Serenity, which I am going to be finishing this year. Fingers crossed. Pray for me. There's a lot of work to be done on this still, even though I'm so close but so far kind of a situation. Then we have a shelf here that I just put up this year because I just simply needed more space. I actually may put a second one next to it at some point if I need more storage space, but this is not anything fancy or pretty. It's literally just storing my LA AT gunship, so it's safe and out of the way and easily accessible. A couple of sets that are waiting to be broken down, as well as just the one mock there for the flying mule that's waiting to go back into Serenity. And also one of the wings and engines of Serenity is taking up that bottom shelf right now because I just simply don't have anywhere else to put it. Then over here we have my shooting area. So this is where I shoot all of my videos for the most part. It's just literally just a white screen pinned up to the wall and also nailed into the tables there. And these are all just IKEA tables that I purchased and then put together. And I also modified them slightly so that across each of these two tables, there's one table leg that is screwed across both. That enables me to have more space to put my drawers in the bottom. So, but yeah, otherwise these are just standard, regular old cheap IKEA tables. So yeah, my shooting area. Here's my lights, which I will obviously angle down when it's time to shoot and then get this area nice and brightly lit. I also have these big lights up here, which I installed to just illuminate the whole room and make sure that it stays really nicely fully lit up, and that's very cool. And then over here I have some official sets that are either, this is kind of my staging ground. These are things that are either waiting to have a modification or something done, and I'm just leaving it here to remind myself. So I'm thinking about tinkering around with the Sith Infiltrator there. And then this set I just love and don't have everyone to put right now, so I'm just keeping it right there. And then again here we have more of these same shelves like the ones that you saw over there, just storing some of my old mocks. The old Micropolis sitting in boxes there. Some of my droids and other creations are just kind of haphazardly placed in there. The reason it's also ugly in the way that it's displayed is that I just haven't taken the time to display them nicely. My old T-Rex is up here, my X-Wing, my Obi-Wan's Delta Starfighter, Ripley, just kind of a random hodgepodge of things. And then all of my MIDI-scale droids back here, and my LGBTQIA BIPOC flag is back there as well. They're all just hanging out together, an eclectic bunch. Up here I have just some random detritus in a box, some spare light bulbs, a timer for when I want to have the fairy lights on. I have some fairy lights over here by the stairs. Sometimes I like to put those on a timer. Paintbrushes for dusting and things of that sort. And then down here more brick storage. So again, I'll be showing you what's in all of these in just a little bit. And then over here the Havoc Marauder. Rest in peace, my beautiful, my darling Havoc Marauder. You served the Bad Batch well. And then down here, way more storage. Again, taking a look at that in a second. And then right here in the middle of the room, we have the pile. This is the pile. So here above is Hogwarts. Still waiting to get the next part of that all finished up and released for you guys. And I also have my Jack and Daxter Lego Ideas project there. Please go support it. And then down under here, so basically the way that this works is when I'm done with the set, I place it here in the pile to await gradual breakdown and sorting. And then the smaller kind of, finer grains of sand, as it were, will kind of get scooped into crates to be then sorted later on. But I'm just very, very slow and very bad at sorting through my Lego pile. So I just have a bunch of it sitting down here. But what's cool is this area of carpet right here is where I make basically all of my mocks. So I sit right here in front of my shooting area and I just get whatever I'm building and I place it here. And I just start to pull drawers out from over here, pull drawers out from behind me, the little ones, and I also grab stuff that I see that looks interesting from pre-existing sets or things like that. And one thing that's really helpful about that is if I know that I need a certain piece, I can look up on brickset.com what set that piece came in, and if the set is sitting here in the pile waiting to be broken down, I know chances are I can find that piece here in the pile. So it kind of helps me a little bit to not have to go through all of this stuff. I haven't actually looked in here for a part for quite some time, even though it is basically the same thing, just a bunch of random bricks and also sets waiting to be taken down. But I will just kind of see things out of the corner of my eye, reach over and grab them, and then add them to my mock that I'm making over here. So underneath of my desk, all I have is a trash can and some various power outlets to power all of the things that I need to plug in to run this operation. There's my tripod that I mount my camera on. Obviously, I'm using my camera right now to shoot this video, but usually it would be sitting right there. This has had a lot of progress on it mentally. I've had to actually rethink a lot of the design based on new information that has come to light about this ship. So expect an update from this sooner than you might think, given the fact that it looks virtually identical to the last time that I showed it. But I got a lot of parts orders in, and a lot of things are happening there. So watch this space. And then lastly over here, I have my minifigures that are waiting to be resold, things that I consider to be spares that I don't actually need. And I have also my vacuum for dusting. Thank you to Clean My Bricks for sending me that. And that's just kind of waiting there to do some cleaning. I also have little areas everywhere where I just try to make little random mocks. So I was trying to figure out a potential design for a gonk droid over here, and I just end up with a little pile, and then eventually those will get swept away, either added back into the main pile, or if I'm good, I'll sort them out and I'll put the pieces back where they belong straight away. So yeah, that kind of gives you the overview of the room. I think this is the first time I'm ever showing all of it in one go. So now you guys can see it's a very modest space, especially if you look at some other YouTubers, Lego room tours and stuff. I'm really trying to maximize the space that I have. I'm using every inch that I have available right now. Well, no, that's not true. I could still definitely squeeze a few more inches out and rethink a few things to get more space out of it. But this is the whole room. So yeah, really excited to be able to finish off some of these mocks, like for example, Serenity, so that I can make instructions for it and then destroy it and clear away and make room for other things. You know, I have way back here in this area, I have my Razor Crest poking out from behind this chair. It's just sitting there on the ground because I just have nowhere else to place it for the time being. So the only thing that's really truly organized is my Star Wars minifigure collection here on the wall, and that has taken me years to actually get off of my butt and actually organize this properly. So, you know, that's just kind of me. That's how I am. I'm very much an organized chaos kind of person, and my brain just kind of functions best that way. So there you go. There is the overview of the room. So let me show you how I sort out and store my Lego. It's kind of an evolving process. All right, so I'm back over here by the micro fleet. I'm going to show you guys my sorting system, which is now starting to transition over to my new system. So previously what I would do is I would store all of my bricks, quote unquote, of a certain given color. So this is brown. So I have reddish brown, dark orange, and old brown as well is in here too. So I would just put every kind of thing that is more like a brick than a plate together. So I have a second drawer of that, and a third. And then I would have plates and plate-like things. So that included all clips, you know, anything that's vaguely plate-shaped, thinner than a brick, would make its way into here. So I have a bunch of those. Here's a little overflow, and there's a red piece in there. Oh wait, yeah, no good. I'll put that where it belongs when we get there. And then, so this is my new way of doing things, where I'm taking groups of part types and putting them together regardless of color. So obviously you can see here, satellite dishes are all chilling together. And I'm going to basically be doing a mixture of the two going forward. So I will still have like collections of sort of more generic plates like this. So obviously here's some black. And then I'm going to be also pulling out the specialist items that have their own unique drawers going forward. So it's kind of a hybrid system, and so far it's working out really great for me. So here we have various rounded plates, various rounded tiles. I'm not distinguishing between printed or stickered ones. I'm not distinguishing between the macaroni style ones and the actual full round ones. It's just things that are rounded, so my brain knows to come here and to find those. Technic stuff. This is lift arms. This is Technic bricks. This is other weirdly shaped things. And I'm going to be dividing this, or subdividing it even further. I'm going to be removing all the lift arms and putting them in their own drawer later on, and then the bricks as well. So here we have dark gray and dark bluish gray plates, although I'm now also removing the dark gray, that's the old color of gray, from these and putting them in their own space. More gray plates of a dark nature, and more, and some more. These are mostly wedges, although I'm pretty sure that there's also non-wedge stuff in here, but I was trying to keep wedge plates separate for a while there. I don't know if I'm going to keep going with that. It's really hard. So here's more wedge plates, this time in light bluish gray. So all of the rest of my light bluish gray plates are in this crate right here. All of my light bluish gray bricks are in this crate here, and all of my black bricks are in there. So moving on down here. Sorry, I'm on my knees. It's kind of hard to move around. Nothing in that one. That's going to get some. Put this red plate in here. Probably some red overflow, I'm thinking. All of my red bricks are actually stored over on the other side of the room. We'll take a look at those later. But yeah, so red plates here. So I'm doing red and dark red. Nothing else for that. Here we have yellow plates, and we have the Keat orange, regular yellow, bright yellow, and I think there's even another shade in here somewhere. For those bricks. So same color mixing for these, and obviously stuff like this where it's one part. I went with the yellow for this, even though there's way more blue on this piece. I don't really know what my thought process was there. But anyhow, so we got some cool parts in here that for some classic nostalgic mocks that could be done. More yellow. I'm going to take this dish and I'm going to put it over here with the dishes. There you go. And then down here we have more Technic stuff. So this is where I kind of ended up with my very, very mixed Technic thing, and then this is where I started to pull out larger items. So I was initially thinking I was going to do larger scale Technic items and then smaller stuff in here, but now I'm thinking instead I'm going to do Technic bricks and then lift arms in two separate drawers. So this will all get reorganized, and this will all get reorganized. Oops, and close that up. And then moving on, we have blue bricks. So there's like 7 different shades of blue, so I'm not even going to bother. But there's dark blue, regular blue, sand blue, medium azure, dark azure, bright light blue, spring blue. There's so many blues. There's also the transparent blues as well. I should mention transparent colors that correspond to their particular color will be placed in here as well. And then we have 2 empty ones up here, again waiting for more stuff. This is just part of my whole reorganization effort. And then we have more blue bricks, and then we have blue plates, and more blue plates. And then next up we have various shades of pink, lavender, purple, dark pink, all mixed in together in the bricks there. Some more bricks. Then I'm also adding in this kind of creepy flesh tone that we were getting some of the like larger minifigs and stuff in. I'm adding that with the pinks. So then here I also have, it's a very pretty drawer, the magentas, purples, and pinks, once again in plate form. Then we have orange bricks, and then orange plates. Now you might be asking yourself, why don't I put the dark orange in with the regular orange instead of with the brown? Because I just think it's more useful as a accent color for brown than it is as an accent color for orange. So I like to keep it with the brown, and it looks close enough that I just don't mind it. That's how my brain works. Green, so we have olive, regular green, lime green, spring green, bright spring green, I forget what this is called, sand green. And then I think that's it for all the green colors. Oh, dark green. Bricks. And then I'm also going to take these out because I'm actually doing a thing for flexible elements, separate drawer for that. So I'm just going to grab these and look at me, I'm sorting on the go. Put them where they belong in a second. And then more of that stuff in here. So that's just overflow. And then we have tan. So this is what is going to make up my Hogwarts stuff mostly. So we have tan bricks, more tan bricks. So you'll see here sometimes when I get a BrickLink order that is a large quantity of one piece, I will just leave it in the bag because it's just easier to find them later on. More tan bricks here. Some of you guys may recognize this weird ugly thing from the sorting stream the other day. So this did get sorted into its proper drawer, you can see there. Then we have large tan plates. Actually, I'm going to take this one out because I have a drawer for specifically these Harry Potter book things. And then also we have regular tan plates. So this is the Luke's Landspeeder color. I forget the name of that color, but then we have dark tan, regular tan, gold, like pearl gold is also mixed in here, as well as medium nougat and light nougat. So then more plates in tan, and then randomly more bricks in tan. So I should probably switch the order of these around so that the bricks are all together and the plates are all together, but I'll do that later. Next up we have white. So there's pretty much just white in here. I guess the other color you could count is mixed in here a little bit is the glow in the dark white color. So we have white bricks with obviously the, like I said, accent pieces there for the windows and things, more white bricks. And then there's also the very, very bright light gray color. It's like halfway between light bluish gray and white. That you'll see a few pieces of those mixed in here. More white bricks, white plates, and you guessed it, white plates. So then I expanded my drawer collection over here. Just move Parker's bed out of the way. So these are for all of my new categories. So some of these things will get subdivided and those items will be placed into here. Let me go ahead and put my flexible elements that I grabbed in here. So this is for all flex tubes and bendy things of all kinds. So you got whips in there, you got hoses of all different types, and then now we have a ripcord in there. So yeah, that's what all that is. This is the beginning of my old gray separation. So I'm putting pretty much everything brick sized and old gray in here. I'm ignoring other sorting categories for this drawer because old gray is something that people get very mad at me for mixing in. So I have some old gray like dishes, which would ordinarily go in with the dishes and things like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep those in a drawer so they're accessible to me. I know that they're old gray and I won't accidentally mix them in without thinking. And then I have ladders and nets and things of that sort in here that are all solid plastic ones, or solid-ish, these kind of flexible elements. These are actually regular Lego plastic though, but I'm just kind of doing things of this sort in here so that when I need something for minifigures to climb on, I can come over here and pull one of those out. So that's this new section. Then I have another new section over there, which is also empty. That's going to be for more overflow. And yeah, that's pretty much all these kinds of drawers. And then I have some more over here. So underneath of my individual little tiny storage drawers, I have these large storage drawers here. So this one contains all of my trans clear elements. So we have trans clear and also trans black. So essentially the non-colored clear bricks. And in here we have pretty much every kind of windscreen, windshield, things of that sort. We also have bricks, plates, and bars and Technic elements and all of that stuff. Anything that's trans clear goes in here. Mostly because those have a specific use generally, which is either to be a window or something to look through, or like a display stand type piece. And so it's useful to me to have these all here rather than spreading them out amongst all of the different subcategories. I kind of override everything about these by the fact that they're trans clear, and I just put them all in one place. That helps me out. Then I have minifigures and animals, and I'm probably going to be separating these out into minifigures and animals separately, as well as minifigure accessories. I will be removing all of those from these figs. Some of the things, like for example my Dune collection, are bagged up to keep them together and also to protect them from damage. I have a couple of other things that are just stuff I got in random either sets or holes that I just were sealed and I didn't want to open them, so I just left them as is. I got this guy who I never opened up and built. So yeah, there's a lot of that kind of stuff in here. And then mainly just every kind of minifigure that I end up with from a set that isn't like a Star Wars thing, or every piece of a minifigure. So I have like a thing in here for Grey Hands, for example, and I'll just keep those all in one place. Then up here is just a random thing of stuff, just things that I keep around that aren't really useful. So I have my lighting kit that was sent to me for review, my clean my bricks, time to clean, vacuum box, some models here of ships that I have made or was intending to make that are not Lego, that are used for reference. My green screen suit, which I still intend to use for some cool shots of me holding the spaceships, and then I can key myself out. And then under here is storage for some base plates. And then over here we have minifigures / Harry Potter. So this is all of the Harry Potter creatures and minifigures that I have in my collection, except for the ones that are here in the unsorted pile. I have a few boxes of the last wave of sets that I purchased from the Harry Potter line before I decided not to buy any more. So those are there. Here we have all of my black plates and overflow black plates. Oh, is this a... Oh yeah, I'm keeping all these organized together, so I'm going to go ahead and remove that from there. So all my UCS plaques, I'm just sort of keeping them in one spot. And then also I'm still carrying this. So this is for all of my Harry Potter book covers. They fit neatly into there. And let me just throw this in with my other UCS plaques. So this pile of stuff. So this is for all of the things that I was keeping in here, but then I ended up having too many of them. They graduate up to being in one of these drawers. So I have Technic pins. I have clips of all types. So those are like clip plates and tiles, and also weird modified clip things like this. Anything with a regular old clip on it. And then I have bars, same deal as the clips. And then bracket overflow, and the main thing of brackets here. So any type of this kind of bracket in any configuration winds up in here, regardless of color. Put this back, and then I have plates that can accommodate a Technic pin or have a Technic pin in them. I don't really know exactly how to categorize these, but my brain knows what they are. It knows it when it sees it. And then here we have Star Wars leftover stuff. So I have some partially completed figures. I have things like my extra Jabba the Hutt. I have hair and helmet and accessory pieces that may come in handy later down the line. Spare capes and things like that. So anything to help me to complete my minifigure wall goes in there. And we have treads, and I'm also starting to add train wheels in here because I don't have that many, and I'm also kind of running out of drawers, so I don't want to just keep train wheels in their own thing. Brick separators, I think I have one of every kind that's ever been released. So the old green ones, there's an old gray one in here somewhere. Obviously, the rest of these teal ones, they kind of teased us that they were going to switch over to teal, and then they didn't. So yes, bunch of brick separators. Oh yeah, here's the big chunky one. I know that there's one other super large tool for like removing a bunch of tiles at a time. I don't have one of those. Up here's a couple of off-brand base plates, a notebook in case I have any thoughts, a coaster for putting my coffee on when I'm designing up here and I have coffee and I don't want to get rings on my tables. And then we're back up here to my mock storage. Before we get into all of these, I'm going to take you through quickly this last big stack of drawers. So this is all my non-Lego stuff. So either things that non-Lego companies have sent me for review, get broken down and put in here. Mega blocks that I pull out of Lego hauls, right? There's always Mega blocks mixed in there. Those go in here too. I have my planets, and this is where I'm also keeping my UCS plaques and other large items that I just don't have a lot of use for regularly. That's going to be starting to populate this bin. I'm probably going to subdivide this further once again. Then I have plants. This is plants of all types, but only in greens. So I have other, there are purple, blue, red plants of all kinds from different sets. Those stay with their own colors. I just wanted to put all the green ones together because I'm always looking for specific kind of green foliage, and it's nice to have it all in one spot. Then we have the gray bricks, dark gray. So these should be mainly dark bluish gray because I have pulled out most of the old gray. There's also flat silver, and anything that's like chrome might make its way into here. And we continue, we have more dark gray bricks. And moving on down, we have rubber wheels and tires, and also plastic wheels and tires, and also rubber treads are all making their way into here slowly. And then we have red bricks, so I have my dark red and regular red. So same color scheme as the red drawer over there with the plates, but just this is where the bricks live. And another one of those right here. So then all the little drawers, so this is the same idea where I'm pulling out things that are useful categories and I'm starting to put them together. And a lot of times they'll start out in a small drawer and then I'll be like, oh, I have way more of these than I thought, and then they'll graduate to a big drawer. And then I'll also start doing overflow when I have more than will fit into a big drawer. But I'll start down here really quick. So I have some used and also unused sticker sheets. I have little elements here like rubber bands, capes, and sails and things of that sort that will actually fit into a drawer. And then down here I have more rubber bands, strings. This is for when I eventually get around to doing my black pearl mock. I also have some cable ties here, just a regular old, you know, what do you call these? The bendy wire ties to keep cables organized and things like that. My bag of bags, whenever I get a Bricklink order, they usually come in a little bag. And also I have sandwich bags that I use for my own organization, and I just put them all into this bag. An unbuilt set right here, some poly bags. But yes, then over here, I'll start at the top. So we have a lot of empty drawers that are waiting to be categorized. Here we have ball joints and ball joint related things and the overflow drawer for that. Mostly empty, mostly empty, mostly empty. And going over here we have spring-loaded shooter bolts of all colors, spring-loaded shooter launchers, the Harry Potter bricks, book cover pieces that I was showing you earlier on. This is a new category. This is going to be for minifigure weapons and accessories. So this is going to start getting populated from my big minifigure drawer down there. Once I start pulling things out, I'm probably going to separate them by weapon, utility item like oars, things like that. Spider webs are probably going to have their own drawer. So, you know, a lot of these drawers are going to start to get filled up. And then here we have all of these kind of brickheads bricks. Of all types. So we have the single one buys, the ones with the studs on all sides, or that's not one, but you know, all those kind of ones are in there. We have all the old finger hinge pieces here, and I have been doing handmade, nicely drawn labels for all of these, and I'm going to switch that to text because my eyes simply cannot latch onto these from far away. So boo, a lot of effort for no reason. Then we have the smaller style of tank treads. I think I also have mixed in here. Do I have the smaller ones? The even smaller ones? I think that I do. The single chain ones. Anyway, those might be under there. Then over here we have nets and strings and flexible things of that sort. So the non-plastic ones, you know. Flags and panels that clip into things. Studs. So that includes the flower pieces, studs with holes in, transparent color ones and regular ones as well. And then this is the main drawer for those. And then Technic axles of all kinds. So some of these have stoppers on them, some of them have weird things on them. Then Technic connectors. That's also a fairly new category that I'm figuring out exactly what I want to live in here. And then we already looked at those. And then we have these old finger hinge pieces and also some unsorted ones that I got from a Bricklink order. Oh no, actually I was given these by a friend. Jared Rice Weber gave these to me. He's absolutely amazing designer. He's done some gigantic, cool mocks. You should definitely check him out. Follow him on Instagram. Empty. And then what else? Oh, and then we've got these bricks with a clip on them, or also bricks with a bar holder or a clip holder as well. Make their way into this category. And then we have mud flaps or wheel arches or whatever you call those. And then that's the minifig stuff there, so that's done. And then moving on to these smaller drawers here, so you can see most of them are empty. I'm starting to fill up this one with turntables. This is ingots of all kinds. And we have whatever these are called. I used to call them captain's wheels, but I really don't know what they're actually called. And then empty plate hinges in here. So we got these ratcheting jointed bricks, so bricks with the ratcheting joints on them. And we have these longer rounded plates with the Technic axle holder on the inside. I'm just keeping all those together because they're useful. Little trophy bricks. I have a bunch of these I have to separate out and find and put in here. These regular 1x2 rounded plates with the holes in, super useful, always need those. Whatever these are called, you guys know what they are. And then, oh yeah, and then plates with holes in them, so that technically I think these are called Technic plates, but there you go. And then we have modified 1x with studs on the side, so headlight bricks will be in there. And we have the 2x, so this includes these flatter ones. This includes the camera, the old like video camera type ones. And then we have 4x, and I think that's just 4x in here. Next up we have these older kind of clickety ratcheting hinges they don't use for very much anymore. And we have bars and bar type stuff. And we have claws and horns and tails and all of those kind of more rubberized pieces, as well as some of the more specialized things like these, what were used for the recent Droideka legs, except obviously in red. And then we have in here bricks with a Technic pin that sticks out of them. And then in here we have panels. So that includes the ones that go all the way around. That includes the ones that seat minifigures. So they have like they're the wall that goes down the middle, like one of these. So those all go in there. We have teeth and whatever these are called, these kind of toothy type plates. And then we have plates with the rail off to the side, so just a bunch of those in all different sizes. Next up we have hinges, so hinged bricks there. And then this is a fun one. So this is like bar related things. So you can see here we have a plate with 2 bars sticking out of it. We have a plate that also has 2 bars sticking out of it in a different way. We have some of these old, like these are from way, way back. These I use these for like a lot of space mocks back in the day. Then we have the bricks with just a bar sticking off at this angle, and you know, all this kind of stuff. And I'm also starting to put things like these inkwell pieces in here. So these are making their way in here as well. And a bunch of just bar related miscellaneous stuff. Next up we have like droid arms, robot hands, candles, things that can basically have a bar clipped into them in some fashion. Then we have grill tiles, gears. This is going to be obviously a much bigger drawer eventually because I have a lot of gears, but for now they fit in here. And then we have plates with the ratcheting hinges on them. And then we have jumper plates of all kinds. So that's the overflow and this is the main one. And then that pretty much will do it. So you can see here between all of the different strategies that I've been employing and gradually changing and shifting over the years, things will eventually be in a really usable state, and all of this will hopefully be gone. And I will find it much more useful to instead go over to the wall where I know exactly what's where and where everything is to pull the pieces that I need rather than searching through a giant pile. That is definitely my goal. That is what I'm going to do. And this year it is finally getting done after what now? 5 years of doing 2bricks, 4 years, something like that. Yeah, it's time. No more messy craziness. Thank you very much. All right, so that just about concludes our tour. I hope that you guys enjoyed taking a look around my Lego room. It's a crazy space. It's not a huge space, but there's a lot of stuff going on in it. It's you know, it's where I spend a lot of my time, obviously, doing this full time, building mocks and doing all these things. And it's nice that I can walk around it. Usually there's stuff on the ground, and I have been organizing things a lot in the last couple of weeks, so we're in a little bit better shape than usual. But there you go, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this was interesting or informative. People have asked me in the past to do a room tour, and I'm always like, okay, I mean, it is, here it is. So I hope that it was somewhat informative to you guys. Thank you all so much again. 20,000 subscribers is huge. I did not think that I was going to hit that for a very long time. And admittedly, it has been a long time, but I haven't been doing this full time for that long. So it's really exciting to be seeing this kind of growth and excitement for the channel. So I really appreciate it. I'm going to get to work on the next video because I have lots more on the way. Thank you guys for watching again, and I'll see you soon.